Okay, we should be live. I'm just setting up some tweets and stuff because I always forget to do that. If I don't post it now, I will genuinely forget to say that I'm streaming. Okay, so I can see chat now. Lovely. I can actually swap you two over. Come on, OBS. I've made a mistake. Oh no. There we go. No, I don't want to pop you out. There we go. Right, so now I can read chat, I can see notifications. I think we are good to go. We have a very cuddly cat today with me. But yes, so welcome to the stream. If anybody is here super early, it's fantastic to see you. Here we go. This is my lovely factory. I should probably do a little bit of a cleanup, honestly, but you can see the old viewing platforms I have. And the old test ones I should probably go clean up at some point. But for today, we're on the look for raw quartz, which I believe is down here somewhere. There? There we are, over there. Oh, I do not like jumping onto things when they're still building. Zoop. Hi Kit, good evening, how are you doing today? Wonderful to see you. You're very oh no, is it like recent pain or is it like... Oh bless you Kit. Yeah, honestly, it's just an absolute sucky thing, really. Oh, where are you going, buddy? And is it your first day you got it, or is it like just like an because I know it's like an ongoing thing that goes on for like about a week or so, I think, for some people. Yeah, I think some people can literally have it like over in a day or two. Other people last like a week. First, bless. Right at the start of the week too. Goes for 3 days, yeah. Oh well, I mean, only 2 days to go, right? So that's on the bright side of things. If you like to look at the bright side. Good old Monty Python, always look at the bright side of life. Let's see what's in there. Honestly, I keep getting distracted in this game. Yeah, there we go. I was trying to go to quartz last time I played the game, and I spent the entire day just exploring up these cliffs, finding a bunch of power slugs. Oh, like the bus transport man. There we go. That's a nice rebar. And that's... Oh, taxi driver. Got ya. Yeah. That's like when you say transport man, I'm like, that could be bus, that could be train, could be anything really. I didn't even think of taxi there. Right, are you alone in here? You are alone in here. I will take you home with me. Oh. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Katrine. Happy birthday to you. It was a while ago. Yeah, I used to remember when your birthday was, honestly. I think I've written it down somewhere. I'm awful with dates, honestly, so... Happy, very belated birthday to you, Kit. Oh, we're all old. We're all getting Zimmer frames for Christmas this year. Little mobility aids. Also vote yes. Yeah, that's coming up. That's a quite important thing to do, honestly. I always used to put off voting just because I'm like, oh, well, I don't know who to vote for, but I think it's important that you get your voice made, even if it's like an abstention vote, which I wouldn't recommend. Abstention is like the very last thing, but it's better than not voting at all. It's on the 27th, yeah. It's mandatory. Fair enough, yeah. In England, it's very, like, encouraged, but on a very technical level, you don't have to do it. And I'm always worried that I'm like, oh, well, what if I choose somebody who I don't actually know their views on something? They might be like, oh, yeah, we want to be using green energy and stuff. Oh, it's just these ones here. Over there. They might be like saying, I want to use green energy. I want to make sure. Thank you very much, Kit. That's very kind. It's been ages since I've like properly got into a streaming schedule, and I want to try and get back into one because I do enjoy streaming. I do enjoy just talking and chatting and rambling, and it's fun like games like this where it's like there's no like big time pressure. Yeah, I don't know. Personally, I'm really worried. I'm like, oh, if I vote for somebody because they promise like everyone gets solar panels and stuff, I'm like, oh, great. I want solar panels. I think solar panels are neat. I'll vote for them. But then I find out that my local MP is like, also we want to bring back child slavery. I'm like, oh no, I don't want that. So I don't know, I'm always worried about choosing the wrong person. That's a personal worry. Right, so we want to get some miners set up here. Could just do the one for now. I don't think we need 2 miners. Oh, I didn't even bring the power out here. Whoops. Yeah, because Kit, you were quite early on when I started streaming. So it's always lovely to see you in chat, honestly. Kit, I know you're probably going to be like... I don't know what the word is for it, but you're going to be... Yeah. They get practically 3 years, Kit. And considering you haven't streamed in like 2 years, that's impressive. But yeah, you are, honestly, you're a very comforting person to see in chat, Kit. Just because it's like, you're always like in, like even when things are bad, you're in good spirits sort of thing. Yeah, so yeah, I assume that translates. I don't know if you have that phrase in like America and stuff. But like you're always comforting, I guess you could say. Like, even when you're like, hey, this thing happened to me, like, you know, you're saying like, you know, my taxi driver thought I didn't pay or something like that. It's not good news, but you just kind of mention it and then you can move back on to like nicer stuff and just being like, hey, it's good to see you, it's good to, and just like chatting those things. I definitely think you're comforting. You also sob a lot less than you used to. I remember you'd come and chat and we'd be like, hey Kit, you're really nice, and you'd be like, sob, 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 sob. That's the other thing I remember about you. In a really nice way. In a nice way. I don't know where I'm actually running this to, really. I'm just kind of making a mess on the desert, but... Probably build it over here-ish. Can't sob as much anymore, yeah. Tear ducts working overtime. But no, like, it's always a lovely thing to see you, Kit. Very genuinely. Well, that's not good. There we go, let me fix that. I've got a big issue of things clipping into objects in this game, so I'm like, ooh, I don't want to do that. Stop it. That's too long. Oop. Yeah, I don't really know how school works for yourself over there, but what sort of... Like, how long do you have left in, like, education, or are you looking to get, like, apprenticeship routes? Do you even know what you want to do? I don't know what I want to do. I'm turning 30 next month, and I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm getting old and time's getting away from me. Snap mode. There we go. That's a double ramp. I want a flat one, please. Class 7 in 25 days. Good to okay, brilliant. So 25 days, that's what, mid-November? Brilliant. And what are you studying at college? Or what are you planning on studying at college? I don't mind. If I'm being nosy, just give me a shout. Medicine. Oh, fantastic. We need more people to do that. Aesthetics and childcare here. Yeah, I mean, I started out on nursing, and it didn't particularly work out for me, but I think it's still important that we, you know, have people to support that side of things. Right, give me 2 seconds. I need to figure out what I need to put these into. I don't think it's a smelter. It's not a smelter. Must be a constructor. Quartz or silica? I want to make silica. So you take 3 per minute. I want to study something I have exactly. That's what I've always wanted to help other people. Whether that's through like practical things like medicine, like nursing, or like just entertainment, honestly. Like when I was a wee young lad, I always wanted to be an actor in films and stuff, just so I could be like, hey, I can bring joy to people. And then I was really anxious, and I never even looked into I used to do like theatre acting, literally when I was like, quite literally like 8 years old. I was a very, very small one. I enjoyed it. Oh, darn it. I like to say I enjoyed it, but just I never really followed up on it, really. Oh. That's not paying attention. Yeah, what time is it for you now? It must be, is it like midday or? I was very confused by timelines, time zones. Like I say, it's fantastic to see you, Kit. You jumped in chat like so quickly. 4:17. Oh, brilliant. Not too early then. Or not too late, I should say. Get a class of 425. Ah, lovely. Actually, guys doing 120. What levels that do again? 120. Sweet. That comes quartz. That's a lot of class. Oh, got you. Yeah. That's not like you've missed like a full day or anything. You've missed like a little bit of time. That's fine. There's a little bump in that. Oh well. Drinking some juice first. Perfect. Sounds lovely, honestly, Kit. Like sexy. You didn't miss like the whole day or anything, so that's a good sign. Got a job as a tattoo artist. Oh, brilliant. Is that like in a local independent shop, or is it like a chain? I know very little of tattoos, honestly. Besides the fact that they go on the skin. I don't know if they're franchised like Walmart or something, or if they're just like independent stores. But no, that's fantastic, Kit. Do you have any tattoos, or are you considering getting tattoos yourself? I know you don't have to have tattoos to be a tattoo artist, but... Right, let's do some splitting. So we want 3, 6... Yeah, I'm kind of the same, honestly, where I understand why people get tattoos, I understand why people get like piercings and stuff, but I really can't do it myself. actually. I should really put this here. This is gonna. I'll leave that like that. Did my hair same colour as my character? Oh, it's orange. Did you get like orange hair? Or did you get green like the little you still like the tangerine cat? I assume you're a tangerine cat. Yeah, orange. Oh, perfect. I got it right. I'm happy. Would be fun if you got just a tiny bit of green just to properly match the tangerine. That would be funny. I wouldn't recommend it, but it would be funny. Right, so that's taking up 9 out of the 120 that's coming. Wait. They don't look like a leaf. Yeah, you can get one of the little hair clips or something. That'd be nice. Yeah, this is not my prettiest build, honestly, but... Oh, it really isn't my prettiest. I'm doing it terribly. Are you not connected to power? Or you just don't have a... There we go, yeah. Man, I dyed my hair once. I dyed it dark blue, like a cosmic blue. Hi, Moss. It is going really well. I'm just building horrible, ugly conveyor belts just across the desert. But yeah, I dyed my hair dark blue once. I really enjoyed it, actually, because it was like, it almost looked black until you got under a light, whether it's the sun or like a bright light indoors. It was really nice. Have a look at Cosmos. But the only problem is that I now have grown a beard, and so I have to dye the beard or just have my normal, I kind of like a browny ginger sort of colour. So a bit of a mess, but oh well. Right, so this will be overflow storage. Are they still not here yet? I literally just saw them. You know what this takes me to? This takes me back to my early Minecraft streaming days. Hi Adam, thank you for the Boston Church. Oh, I was shrimping a little bit. I need to move my mic up a bit, I think. If I can, I'm not sure. Oh, let's try tilting it. There we go. Hopefully I didn't bump the mic too much there, fingers crossed. But yeah, just this like more relaxed, this like this no big rush on doing things. Because I used to love just mining out my layers in Minecraft. I kind of want to play that again, honestly. Waiting for a package. Oh, am I late with your package? I'm not your driver. Oh, I hope it arrives soon, Adam. Are you expecting it soon, or is it just like sometime today? Like, sometime I find over here when the Royal Mail tells you they've got a package, they tell you like, oh, it'll be here between 8 and 12 or something, or 8:05 and 12:05. Sometimes it's very specific. Other times you just go, it'll be here between 6 in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. I'm like, great. I'm picking up quartz. Yeah, I'm picking up quartz. So yeah, hopefully you get your package soon. If you know when it is, like I say. It's just making silica, yeah. It's a shame I'm really not using much of the quartz right now. I'll tell you what, let's make a thing over here. I want you guys catch up. It annoys me that one of those constructors is out of line, but... Oh yeah, there's a big gap between these two, huh? Oh well. No, you can do. That's going to look a bit ugly, but... Hey, it works. Mark 2. Oops. Wait. They don't love you like I love you. I blame Moss for that. She's got my TikTok rotting. I can hold control. There we go. That makes it a lot easier. There we go. Set these all for silica. So taking 3, 6, 9, 12, 24 out of the 120 I'm bringing in. Well, like I say, it's something. We do mergers. We do one merger here. Nope, you're an angle. Oh, I hear you, kitty. Okay, buddy. Sorry, I've got a cat floating around in my room. I've been trying to get him to use this little cat bed under my desk for ages, and I think he's finally gone to do it. Is that a Joey? A Joey in chat? A kangaroo? No, is Joey a kangaroo in Australia? I think it is. Oh, don't tell me there's misaligned. That's definitely misaligned. Baby kangaroo. Oh, baby kangaroo. Got you, yeah. I knew kangaroo and Joey was a thing. I was like, how was it a thing? I cannot remember. Oh, that's not. Like, I made them split out. Merger, please. Did I make all of them splitters? I did. Whoopsie. You're leaving already. Here it goes. So I got signed as a government for yeah. I think they should be aligned. I don't know why they're not aligned. We have to rebuild these last two, I think. Oh no. Yeah, it's fine. Never mind. Yeah, that's why I always think I would have hit Joey, honestly. But no, it's fun to see, man. Welcome to my... I was going to say off-the-cuff stream, but I kind of want to start streaming on Mondays anyway. I just haven't done it in a while. By a while, I mean like a week and a bit. Back, I was checking with my pack. Oh, there we go. Everyone's getting packages today. Fun fact, I almost got a package today. I was going to buy a little cat backpack thing, and I did not buy one. Patch would be nice. Yeah, I find them very relaxing. It's nice to just talk and chat, because otherwise I just won't talk to people. I'm a very I'm a very like introverted person, honestly. Oh. There we go. Oh wait, I'm moving. Oh, it's just because of the backlog. Got you. Oh, wait, you're still Mark 2? No? Mark 3, Mark 3, Mark 3. There's no point making the side ones Mark 3 because these... Yeah. Oh, well, it's going. It's going quick enough. Why is that not going quicker, though? What if more says about Alien Stage? You got a whole package, got a late package of a whole trailer. Oh. When you talk about Alien Stage, I'm thinking Alien the movie. And then you're talking about trailers. I'm like, a film trailer? You got a film trailer? A late film trailer package? I'm like, huh? Like a trailer sort of truck sort of thing. Not truck, but camp van sort of thing. Or like horse box sort of trailer. But yeah, Alien Stage. I'm assuming Alien Stage is to do with the film Alien. Bad combo of words. Bad mindset for me. I'm just like, Alien film. No, my luck, it's not even a film. But yeah, there we go. It's not even a film thing. So what is Alien Stage, Kit? Do you mind telling me? Do you mind enlightening this unenlightened Brit? Animated series made in Korea or something. Oh, great. It's all Korean animes. Which I think has its own word, but I need to find Sam. I need to find this strange alien material. Okay, so sort of quartz here. Oop, Blade Runners. That's what I wanted. Went on a whole tangent just so I can unlock those. Alien Stage starts Alien.
Equipped to run faster, jump with greater force, and decrease fall damage that might otherwise have lowered your value to fix it.
Thank you. Thank you, Ada. Run higher, jump faster. Man, I'm not gonna let you poison me. I threw it on the ground. Sorry, Alien Stage or Alienist. It's an anime style of music videos on YouTube. Series of the stories of humans held captive on an alien planet forced to sing competition. Oh, interesting. Sing or you die. Or sing badly and you die, I guess. Interesting. So is it like an artwork book you bought or something, Kit? I really want to get this. I wonder if we've got enough actually. I haven't checked that place in ages. It probably is. Because it's probably got tons of materials over there. Let's get these because I have the oops. Now the materials. Let's just get some more pocket dimensions. Yo, look at it go. It spins.
Pocket dimension now extra dimensionalized with additional dimensional capacity.
Right, I really can need these regular quartz as well. I should probably put. I'll turn like 2 of those machines into regular quartz. Very, very good. We're at the final Till versus Luca. There's so many dimensions. I love the new one they added to this game is you can pick up these what are they called? Yeah, Mercer-spheres and Sommer loops, and as you can see in the interface, they are glitching. That's just because they're alien things. I don't know. They're weird. You, sir, can you change? No, can you change to quartz crystal, please? And you too, sir, can you change to quartz crystal? Oh, I've completely messed up this thing. I was not thinking. Well, this is 5 raw quartz, it means per craft. So this takes 37.5 a minute. So that's about, say, 60, about 70. These take 22. So I am running at a crystal deficit. Let's see, do I have enough to... It looks like I have enough to build Mark 3s all over here. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I won't let Till die. If Till dies, that's on Till. Till just isn't a good enough singer, I guess. But honestly, do let me know. I like hearing people just share their things, their favourite things. I am already out of still beams. Never mind, that's not going to happen. Luca has to die. The only Luca I know is a VTuber called Lucajin. I know that's not who you're talking about, but it makes it funnier to me. Lucajin must die. I only know her. I know her because she did some. I think Ace Attorney. Oh no, she did. I think she did Ace Attorney as well, but she did some Danganronpa game playthrough. That's the only reason I know Lucajin is from Danganronpa. I have not followed her much. She's naturally brilliant. I'm glad I backed the right horse on that one. When you said, "Oh no," I was like, "Oh, what's she done?" She's not one of those cancelled ones, is she? Oh, I heard you. Where are you? Be over this side, I think. Oh, there you are. That was a bad shot. Oh, there's two of you. Man, I'm missing all these shots today. I don't understand this game. Sometimes they will respawn, sometimes they won't respawn. It just seems like random. She's got a feature for horse move. Oh, has she? I think she's like a fox thing last I checked. I mean, slay. I mean, horse milfs are in fashion, I guess. I can't. The world needs more horse milfs. And so Joe's like, oh, bless you, kid. Yeah, I hope you can rest today, honestly. So are you still like, are you still at the school, or are you back home yet, Kit? So if you're home, you know, hopefully you have a little nap or something, maybe. Oh, what else was I doing? Oh, right, I was going to check out encased thingamajiggies. So I've got plenty of those. What was it, buddy? Hey, kitty. Cat's just under the desk meowing at me. I can see there. There you go. How's that? Well, you can see me a bit more. I'm trying to find out how you can get comfy without like just sitting on like my arm, which he loves to do, don't you? Oh, yep, here you come. Well, he's now on my lap. Let's see if he sits still or not. Anyway, Joey, how are you doing today? Ah, your feet are cold. Ow. Ah. I think he bumped into the mic too, just to really annoy me. Not annoy me. I'm kidding, buddy. You're doing good. There we go. Yeah, are you up to much today, Joey? Oops. Don't eat from the plate, buddy. Let's move already. Ow! Claws. Midnight, put your claws away. Ah! He's ripping my arm. I'm a bit tired. I'm just resting a bird on my head. Yeah. Hopefully your bird's not hurting you as much as my cat is. He's not. He's not as bad as Moss's cat, who does not know how to put their claws away. But he also doesn't like it if you move at all. He's like, "What are you doing?" And he just like pushes his claws in. I've got it for 33. How many of these did I need again? It wasn't even for this. It's for the what is that? Time crystal? What is a time crystal? I assume that's through the SAM. Which I need to find. Oh, is it planning to be fun? Stun rebar. Nuggets crazy. Yeah. It's like he hasn't learnt to put them away ever. That's the thing. At least midnight he does put them away. This is what I need it for. I need 50 of them. Okay, well let's get started on this. Need more wires as well. Oh, let's turn all these slugs into power shards. Little batteries. Tink, tink, tink. What's up? Where you going? Where you going, buddy? You're looking around. You look scared. He is off again. Boy, he doesn't like it when I don't give him attention. Oh, I just need more concrete. That's easy enough. Is it 50 of these I needed? I think it's 50, it says it there. One more. There we go. That should be enough. Wonderful. So we just need the squares and wires. Let's get some more concrete from here real quick. Oh, I can feel the difference of these boots already. That's fantastic. Oh yeah. I'm going to stick you back on, I guess. Now these are rotors. That means the square's probably up here. No, do I not have any square makers? No, you're my square maker down here. I knew I had one somewhere. I remember I haven't hooked it up to anything, so I just have to manually put in iron rods. Let's get more iron rods. Yeah, my factory is not a well planned out one, honestly. Actually, I need more than that. Hello. Yeah, I want to try, because I've been making some small ramble videos, and I figured I could just record them on stream, because, you know, why not? 50, 50, 50, it's not enough. Factory no extensions is a big factory. It is a big factory, it's just not organised very well at all. Which is fine, it doesn't need to be organised, it just needs to be, it doesn't need to be efficient. Like, things will get done eventually, that's the main thing. Right, so what was I going to do next? I should have enough for those. See if I made any more quartz up here. That's a fair bit. Don't really need 100 or 200, honestly, now I've done it though. Yeah, you need 100 and you need 150 bars. I should probably make all this protein as well. I can actually use... Is there anything else I need to unlock in the alien? And,
Research completed. Crystal oscillator recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
thank you. Also Nobelisk. Radio signal scanning. Oh, you can scan for hard drive. That's cute. Radio, that's what I was looking for. Oh boy, that's expensive. It's more expensive than I remember. Ugh. Turn it into biofuel. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so have anyone in the chat watched the new there's a new Jacksepticeye video where it's called Just Help. It's a very catchy title, I'm sure. People are aware of the title. It's also the name of a Beatles song. Midnight. Hold on, I'll be 2 seconds. Not very often he meows for attention. Of course, it's the one time I'm streaming. Anyway, what was I saying? Should probably automate this, but oh well. Another time we have more rebar available anyway. What was I saying? Beatles song, yeah. Help, I need somebody, help. Not just anybody, help. You know I need someone. I can't get this high, help. I can't get that high note. But I know that's because when I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. It's a good song. The Beatles are, I'm going to say underrated, but I think they're very well known, so maybe they're not underrated. That's the wrong word to use. There we go. I probably won't make any of these, but at least I can unlock the upgrade. What is it? Shatter rebar. It's like a shotgun thing.
Shatter rebar unlocked. These quartz-infused rebars fracture when fired, launching deadly debris in a wide spread.
Yeah, like a shotgun
Does
basically.
not condone the use of such violent methods, so make sure there are no witnesses.
No witnesses. Darn, that's kind of crazy. How do I change? Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay. Right, so where was I? Oh, right, wire, copper wire. Yeah, I can get some height on this now. Oh, oh. When I actually sprint, that is. Why is that still so slow? Yeah, have a nice Mark 3. I just got stuck in Mark 1 the whole time. What is this for? Oh, this is full. That'd be why. What are you making? You're making wire. Okay. Well, let's sped the output up a bit. So let's take some of these and just throw them into the money maker over there. I think it was a waste paper bin just for extra goods and stuff. I hope I actually turned it on. That's probably why. There we go. So now it's just the modular frames which are being built here. Could buff you even more, honestly. Sure, why not? That's not enough. Okay, well, we'll leave it a second just to do its thing. Why are you yellow? You're just waiting for material? Yeah, you're waiting for material. Okay. Right, let's see if we can upgrade the conveyor belts anymore. How many? Yeah, I got a fair few. I need iron rods. Whoops. Oh, excuse me, I think I picked up on the mic. I just saw a little peek. I'm like, oh dear, the bird picked up. definitely more iron rods. I don't need that many, actually. I can put some of them back. Anyway, yeah, so, what was I saying? The Help video by Jacksepticeye. For those who haven't seen it, I do recommend watching it. It focuses a lot on internet discourse in particular. Particularly on how things just kind of are increasingly negative, increasingly, what's the word I'm looking for? Either angry or rage baity. And it's an interesting video. It's a very interesting concept because I'm watching a video years ago talking about how anger spreads a lot more of all the emotions of sadness, of happiness, of joy, of laughter. Anger is one of the things that spreads so virally in internet discourse, in newspapers, in loads of different sort of areas of life. Hold on, let me just put this in here. That should help with it. Don't know if I need that many quartz, but we'll no harm in having them. Anyway, so yeah, this idea that anger and hate spreads online it's well documented, honestly. You know, if you see something happy, you might go, oh, make you smile and you move on. If you see something that makes you upset, something that makes you angry particularly, you're more likely to share it or to even engage on it and just, you know, even just commenting, wow, this is a really bad opinion. That's engagement, and a lot of algorithms and stuff cannot tell whether it's Google, whether it's YouTube or Twitch or Twitter, X. A lot of these platforms, they do not distinguish between good interactions and negative interactions. So I think it is not inevitable, but big platforms, things like Twitter in particular, a lot of the posts that rise to the top are ones that either want to anger people or just anger people in the short term. Just because it's the way that things move around. I don't know, move around, that's the wrong word. Let's try out this Shattery bar. Hiya. Ooh, okay, so one up-close shot does kill. Fantastic. So where was I? Oh, hi there. Oh, you take a beating, don't you? There we go. I wasn't looking for power thugs, I was actually trying to look for Sam, honestly. That hit me. Jerk. Excuse me, sir. Get rid of some weird stuff, maybe. Nope, nothing this time. Good, good. I know where Strange Inventory is, but it's way on the other side of the planet. I don't really know where it is over here. Anyway, getting back to the point I was trying to make is anger spreads. And a lot of people who want to try and game algorithms and stuff, like take Mr. Beast, for example. He puts out a video where he builds wells in Africa, or he cures, 1,000 blind people. You have people who get on that and say, oh, Africa can solve its own problems, or oh, he's only making the video just to, he's using blind people. Oh dear. He's using blind people as a way to make money. And they're not untrue facts, but they are angry facts. They're facts that are meant to drive engagement. They're meant to make people think, what is this? They're meant to make people think, I need to share my opinion. And when you share your opinion, it creates more engagement. And so that in turn drives its platform. But it also encourages people to keep that mindset of like, oh, I'll post this or I'll share this because in the past it's gotten me good metrics. It's got me good engagement. You can take someone like Logan Paul for this example. Did Logan Paul actually think that his video showcasing the person who died was a good example, a good idea? I don't think he genuinely thought that, but he still posted the video anyway. Anyway, I'm getting well off topic of this. Oh, hey, did you have some problems there?
We hum a simple melody into the effigy, yet we hear no harmony. It covers the temple in bones and organs and limbs, yet it molds our bleeding wounds. Scripture is needed. Consume.
A familiar pattern is emerging in your brain. Please assess yourself for signs of concussion. If necessary, a replacement pioneer will be dispatched. Work must continue. Replacement delivery schedule estimate. Error, years.
That's a good sign. Oh. Don't know what that was, but I'm just going to keep running. I really should make some inhalers. Might go back and do that now, actually. Oh, there, buddy. I thought I saw a slug around here somewhere. Tell you what, I'm actually going to put the video on screen because I know it made some good points and I forgot what was in the video. If I do this. I go to OBS, window capture. Not window capture, yeah, window capture, not display capture. Yep, you guys can see this. Perfect.
Is it just me, or does it feel like the internet is just getting angrier and angrier all the time?
Fantastic. Well, glad that works. I'll save that for a minute. I need to go back to my factory anyway. So you're going down. Well, took more damage than I'd like, but oh well.
Look through the window and witness a thread.
I'm going to change this again. Oh, just right click. Okay, cool. Paleberry. Oh, there's loads here, yeah. I know I need some of these for crafting. There's more over here, apparently. Jump right past it. What-ho! Tally-ho! Some more near here, some over there. I got you as we took each other out. Oh, as we hit each other. There it is. It's a neat way to do this. I'm like, oh, I know there's pale bellies around here. I just didn't know where they were. I never thought of using a scanner. The slug? Don't mind if I do. Another slug. Don't mind if I do again. There you are. Yeah, wee beastie. Well, there's two of you now. Double teaming on me, that's a bit unfair, isn't it? I feel like I'm a superhero. Just jumping away through this. Alright, that'll do me, I think. So back to the base. Oh, one more power slug. I see you down there. You just don't know if I noticed you. No, you don't. Fantastic, thank you. It's cold, isn't it? Yeah. What is my base? Oh. I was like, this sky elevator should be around here somewhere. Space elevator. Love a good gaydar. Yeah, pale berry dar. Shame, because I need to find some strange alien materials so I can actually find more of it. But finding that first one's being really tricky. Like I said, 'cause I've seen some in the past, but it's literally on the other side of the map, so that's not not an ideal outcome. Anyway, let's get this stuff back to camp, unlock the power lines, and then might go on another adventure. Okay, wait. Yeah. If only it's straight, so my gaydar doesn't work on it, unfortunately. Oh, there's a nut over here. A gay nut detected. Come here, gay nut. Won't you? Yeah. Yeah, they call it SAM, which stands for Strange Alien Material. Which is a bit on the nose, but I'm not complaining. Right, so we're going to stick this in here.
Milestone reached. After several pioneers started exhibiting traumatic responses to power blackouts, Fixit developed mitigation tools recommended by your local therapist. Power storages can hold excess power to delay or prevent blackouts in the eventuality that your factory's power consumption exceeds production. To simplify, these are rechargeable batteries. Power towers carry power lines for significantly greater distances than poles, facilitating factory expansion and exploitation of this environment for the good of Fixit and humanity.
I do need that.
Research completed. The protein inhaler can restore health in the eventuality that you have been carelessly damaging Fixit property.
Asda, oh no, Joey. This game's imagine a game actually getting sponsored by Asda or Tesco or something. Like Master Chief's like Master Chief's like, we need to go to Tesco to get the part we need to defeat the Covenant. That would be a bit silly, but that'd be fun, honestly. I take so many nuts for one hit. That's insane. Okay then. Let's make some extra blade runners in case I die and I need to come back. Oh, I had some of you in here the whole time. Fantastic. I just need one more bacon. Wait, is bacon on my list of things I can scan for? It's not. Do I have to unlock it? Bacon. What is scannable? It's just a mushroom. Oh, it's just for mushroom. Okay. Well, probably mushrooms over this way. Let's go look over here. Yep. Like, you can see where I used to chop down all the trees over here. They've not really grown back, have they? Oh, don't mind me poisonous things. There. And for a regular parcel simulator, yeah. That'd be coupons for me. I'll enjoy a nice coupons bakery. What's this mushroom? Oh. Ah, thank you. Hello? Don't mind me, I'm just looking for anything of use in here. Nope, okay, I'm going out. Bye. I don't like... Nope. Oh, I don't know why those caves freak me out like that. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be spiders in there, but I have turned spiders off in this game. I'm just not dealing with them. I do not like spiders. Yeah, honestly, it would be insane to see like an actual sponsored shop in a game one day. I actually need 10 beryl nuts now. I do not have 10 beryl nuts. I have 5 beryl nuts. Some more sphere here. Over there, I think. There you are. Just gonna follow this radar for a bit and just go jump to jump. I don't know if this is worth my time doing or not, honestly. Like, I'm trying to unlock all the trees and stuff and get some health kits. But I don't really engage in stuff that often. I mean, today I have just because I'm trying to find Sam. Hey guys. I've already got those ones over there, haven't I? I'm trying to remember which plants I've already taken from, because it takes a while to respawn. I don't actually know how long. I just know it takes some time. Oh, that's genuinely a pop. Just scared me for a second there. What is that? A crashed ship. I think I've already been here. Yeah. And we're climbing that tower. Also, I do want to react to the video at some point, so I'll probably do that soon. Oh, hello. Hello, Mesosphere. Don't mind if I do. I can never tell when something should be guarded by like a spider or if it's just unguarded to begin with. I hear you. In the ground? A cave somewhere? Do I actually have... I do have an inhaler, perfect. Just in case I need it. Wait. Where's the power slug? Aha. I always forget you need to scroll wheel to get these stuff. There we go, almost up. Just collecting slugs, let us know tomorrow. The next nut is over this way. Oh, there's a slug up there as well. Where? Is that the one? It was the one. It's the one I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, 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 honey, the one I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, the little keychain it has. The one thing I like in this game is when it has like, when you first pull a weapon out, it does this little like animation. But it's only ever on the very first time you do it, which is a shame. I wish there was like some way to, there might be, as far as I don't know as far as I'm aware though, to replay the intro animation. Like, so I know with this one, they kind of go like, I think they do a much bigger sort of witching to it. This one, I know they load the gun. But yeah, I love the little wrench keychain, honestly. Hey there, buddy. So, no, it's as far as I can tell, it is a one-time thing. Like, even restarting the game doesn't do the animation. Yeah. It is a shame, but it still has a fun little animation if you're going with Chink. And it is technically unnecessary. Oh, ole. That was way too close. Yeah, that jump barely cleared his head. What is it? There. Oh, there it is. I see it. There's something so satisfying about slide jumping, covering so much distance, and then just landing on somebody and being like, bang. I don't know, the movement's so smooth in this game. It doesn't have to be, but they just made it so smooth. Quick 3 hits. Beautiful. Small nuts are there. We're actually coming out of the desert now, which is nice. You really did not put up a fight. What a slide criminal, right? Oh, you've been wanting to play Payday now by saying criminal. I've had Payday on the mind for a few days now, and like you saying that has now like reawakened something in me. Right, oh, so many nuts around here. Oh, I hear you. There you are. Oh, there's two of you. Guardian of the nuts, huh? Wait. They don't kill you like I kill you. Wait. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, you're there. You're a friendly little boy. Yeah, I can show you with this one as well. Oh, that's good timing. Reload a shotgun shell. I do like the shotgun, it just takes them out in one shot. Oh, there's some more. Yes, there is. Where are you? There you are. Oh, I feel bad. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I dropped a few frames there. I think it's just going to swapping. Wait. You guys are up here. Oh, I got lucky there. He didn't want to move. That was really lucky. Had to get another slug. Fantastic. More batteries for me. I mean, they're not actually batteries. They're like RAM sticks. I don't know. I don't know what the PC equivalent is for them, honestly. They just make things go quicker. Excuse me. Not sure where that came from, actually. It really caught me off guard. Let's go back. I'm getting very lost here. And not in a lost finding Sam sort of way. Plus I'm running a bit low on ammo. I've got enough to take these guys out. Beauty. Well, there's a few of them, why not? See if we get some more fun dialogue. Things like I haven't do anything with these till I find the strange alien material. Oh, yay, more dialogue.
Our blood could fill the effigy veins for a resonant song. Scripture becomes harmony, becomes composition. Defile our temple and threads will sew the windows open.
Pattern analysis continuing. New instruction. Repeat pioneer exposure to alien artifacts. Brain damage compensation packages may be available on successful completion of a special claims form. Our expert Fix-It medical staff are impartial and always open to assess your claim.
Thank you. I'm glad they should finally realise that it's like the alien things I'm picking up that are causing the interference. Whether it's with my brain or whether it's with the tech system. Either way, she's finally realised. I'm so proud of Ada. Getting alien cult vibes like this. Yeah. It's something they've only just added to the, well, I say just added. They added it in the full release of the game that just came out. about a month ago, maybe at this point now. There's a whole like tech tree. I've seen there's like there's like teleporting storage and stuff. But I need to find strange alien material to start unlocking it. That's the problem. There we go. Oh, we got some beryl nuts. Let's make some inhalers. Oh, some more on the way back. But yeah, I'm not into. It's weird. I'm not into horror, particularly like Dead Space, for example. Also got my power plant factory here. Big chuggy water boy. Yeah, I'm not much into horror games, but I'm into like mystery elements. So the idea of like, you know, lost alien civilizations, that sort of fun stuff. I don't know, I enjoy that sort of thing. Right, what did I come back for? Yeah, machine. Can't do you yet. Can't do you yet because I need those things, which I assume come from those. I could do the gold, or casserium as it's called. Let's do this. Let's finish up the nutrients. Fungus-like growth.
Nutritional inhaler recipe unlocked. Using this inhaler will restore health and also gives your skin a radiant glow that is connected to well-being and probably not radioactivity.
Probably not radioactivity. It could be radioactive, but probably not radioactive. Let's find out what I need to make those. I'm sure it'll be pretty expensive in terms of if it's 10 just for the alien remains. Stop. I was going to do an art stream and I just playing Satisfactory instead, but oh well. Just 1, 2, 5. Okay, it's a lot less nuts, but it's more other things. Mostly mushrooms. Mushrooms will probably be the stopgap in this one. Still, I'll get some protein inhalers too. They're all inhalers at the end of the day. We need some more rebar as well. Oh, we need more quartz so we can make rebar shotgun shells. Or shatter rebar as it's called. Oh, you already full? So you are. Let's knock you off just because I can. A bunch of Scylla. Valera Scylla. Yeah, I've been listening to the Epic musical recently. I like it. I can't get out mad. Can't get you out of my head. Boy, that's a completely different song. How's that doing? Plenty of plates and how many iron? Oh, we're very low on iron bar. I do think we need to boost up our iron supply somehow. I don't, I'm so overwhelmed with like starting a new factory or something. I'm like, everything's got to expand off this one, and so it becomes very like windy, tipsy-turvy. But I've got the materials now where I could just like restart a new factory, and it's not a bad thing. Let's take 400 out. what's in the this one. Hi Kit, welcome, wakey wakey. Welcome wakey wakey, as you were saying. Hope you had a good little nap there. We're still not done much in the game, honestly. I've run around for a bit, which is fun, but we haven't found anything that's really going to help us. Like strange alien material, or I genuinely might have to travel across the map just to get the strange alien material, because that's the only place I know to go. Didn't sleep much yesterday. Oh, fair enough. Well, I did tell you to go nap, so you did good to go nap, honestly. I really need to automate the iron rebar. I'm going to automate the iron rebar. While I start making some splitter rebar. Oh, tea time, thank you. I do not have any tea. I have a cola. I'm going to have to be a bit cheeky and drink a cola today. Just for with you stuff. Oh, bless you, Kit. Went yesterday, I had to stay awake during the night. But yeah, oh, bless you. That's never easy, honestly. I hope he's doing okay. I know a few people who have, particularly fathers in the hospital right now. I don't know why it's a October trend, I guess. But bless you. It's alright. I'm glad. It's the unlucky day. Yeah, the spooky month indeed. It's spooky month. Get some strawberry. That sounds really nice, honestly. I have some lemon tea, and I have some raspberry lemonade tea, and some cola tea, or white tea, basically. So the raspberry lemonade is just like a regular fruit tea. Really nice though, really nice. Tried a boba tea a few days ago. I like boba tea, but I find the textures really tough, honestly. Boba's a lot chewier than I thought it would be. First time, there you go. I like is it boba pearls? The ones that like popping pearls. They're pretty nice. But yeah, I don't know. I like the texture of boba, but it's not what I want in a drink. It is so chewy. I never expected it to be so chewy. What do we have? You can go. That can't stay. It's hyper tubes. Oh, they are fun. I don't think I'm making copper sheets. I should really be making copper sheets. As for matchable tea. I need those plates over there. I've never had the matcha tea. I've heard matcha's good, but I've never had matcha tea. Left side? Nope, right side. Let's take a few more of these out. Tell you what, because I think we've got... How many have we got stored up? Yeah, we've got a fair few stored up. Let's throw some excess ones in the garbage disposal. So they'll get me a lot of coins. Well, not that many. There we go. And you can take the quartz as well. I don't really need quartz right now. I love bitter. I love sour. Sour's my go-to, honestly. Buy me bitter chocolate. 73%. Oh, I can't imagine 73% chocolate. Have you ever tried just a regular cocoa bean kit? Because if not, I recommend trying a regular cocoa bean. Right, so this is iron. This is copper. I need encased industrial beams. Back to the drawing board. I'll try. It's extremely bitter because there's just no sugar. I tried one when I went to a chocolate factory in France, and near the end they had an option to try cocoa beans, and it was so bitter. It was nice. It was not chocolate. It did not taste like chocolate at all. But that is because there was no sugar to go with it. But it was really quite nice. I do recommend, if you get a chance to try it, I do say try some cocoa beans. They shouldn't be too expensive because it is just effectively it's just a bean off a cocoa plant. You know, it's not like it's processed or anything. Still, I'd rather, yeah. I'll get up, stretch a bit. I'm going to stretch myself actually. Posture check. Posture check, everyone. Don't shrimp. Don't be like me. I had to move the mic up a bit. It feels like when I sit upright, the mic isn't quite at the right height. Oh, that's a bit better, actually. That's a lot better. I didn't know it could do that. I just pushed the... How fast are you? 120, huh? Are you only going to 2 anyway? Doing 120, these take 30, I assume. I guess you were doing 60, weren't you? So these ones don't go those 2. No. You just really don't want to go into that one there, do you? Why are you such a weird angle? We need power, huh? I'll give you power. Rah! Rah! Don't know what I'm wrong about, honestly. Oops, wrong one. I'd like copper sheets from you, please. First is to merger here. What? Why are you doing that? Why wouldn't you just... Oh, the building scheme gets confusing. Oh, sorry, I missed chat. Let me read chat real quick. Splitter. I said let me read chat and then I just started focusing on the game again. What's going on here? Oh, I attached to that, huh? Why are you the wrong angle? In that way, out that way. Literally cannot see that there. You have to delete so much. Ugh. There we go. Okay, now I can finally catch up on chat. Still Jazzy. End of high school is near. Finally, yeah, you've got 25 days left. Final grade in 4 years, 6.9. Top 5, brilliant. Fantastic, Kit. Kit, you're doing amazing. Well done. Genuinely, that is incredible. You genuinely must have worked so hard for that. To burn everything down. Finally, I'm free. I can burn it all. I'm gonna zoop this because I just don't want to see inside it. I hate how that's not lined up. It really bothers me, honestly. But oh well. Then we can put industrial storage. There. Let's just have the one, I think. Stop, I just want to build. There we go. It's so long since I had copper sheets. Finally, we're getting copper sheets. You know what? You can all be Mark III. I feel like you guys can have a bit of fun. For a few months, I've got work to do. Yes, it's very windy. It's hecking windy. Can't remember why I was making these copper sheets. It's the hypertubes. Hypertubes, right? Oh. Let's see what's I need for hypertubes. Let's really look at the it's only 50 case things. I'm just manually making these. I should really automate at some point. Okay, Kit, take care. See you in a little bit. Yeah, I should probably automate this, but later. But later. Take care, Kit Kat. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Oh, have a break. Have a Kit Tareen. Yeah, close enough. I think I'll get this milestone done and I might take a break from Satisfactory. I want to do a quick reply to a video and then I don't know if I'll keep playing any games. It is getting quite late and I do have work tomorrow. I've streamed a lot later than I wanted to today. But like I say, I want to get in the habit of streaming, particularly on a Monday, but also just streaming more often. I did say that last week, and I wanted to actually make a schedule last week, and then I didn't stream at all last week, so whoopsie. That's just my bad, I guess. Right, yes, we've got copper sheets now. That's a good thing to have. Automated. Yeah, like I say, I feel like there's just no pressure in this game. Like, you don't worry about the materials running out. You don't worry about like, oh, you're gonna get attacked or something. Your things get destroyed. No, just do that and leave it.
Milestone reached. By adding hypertube entrances at both ends of hypertubes, pioneers can achieve two-way travel
There we
between
are.
locations. They are also error% safer than jump pads. You dreamed of moving across factories like valued resources, such as rocks and water, and Fixit listened to your dreams. We watched them. We took extensive notes. Hypertubes. Because Fixit makes pioneers' closely monitored dreams come true.
I'm genuinely really glad. I like hypertubes. They're really nice. I can make these. Oh, I'll add some power storage second. Let's make some more industrial things. I say make more, and then I made like literally 5 more, and that was it. Let's get some tickets. 8 coupons, that'll do. I have a boombox. Sweet. Didn't know I had that actually. I'm going to pick it up. Till I walk in the room on my boombox high. What happened next will blow your mind. Everyone got out on the floor. Society started advancing. Every demographic was represented. Oh, I want some gates. Was a rainbow coalition of dancing. Whoa. Everyone was wearing fingerless gloves. How much do I get in that? 50. Oh, that's not bad. Or just 200 rods. Okay, that's good. Right, okay, I'm gonna swap out the gate. So that's 3, I have 5 total. I want to go to this. And I still have 2 left. Sure, why not? Oh, it's a big boy. So one just has a platform, one doesn't. Okay. Go attach this around the back of the power station here. It makes most sense. Or one on the side here, actually. Let's do it around the back, like around this side here. That's fine. There we go, so they should be hooked up now. Let's double check. Oh, yeah, that seems to be working. Take an hour to fill. Jeez, okay. I assume they just automatically turn back on when they are needed. That's cool though, like I said, I've never used those before. Kind of want to set up power towers now, but I think I might set them up later. He says, immediately trying to set one up in here. I want to see how tall it really is. Let's connect to the bottom there. Okay. Yeah, you can get some distance on this big boy. Too long, so you can go about this far. This place is just there. I mean, it's really not doing that much right now. It saved me a bit of trouble, but it just looks a lot neater, honestly, so that's the main thing. Look at this, it's just, I can just attach this nice and easy. I just remove this one. And this one. Keep that there, because why not? Beautiful. That looks a lot nicer. Right, anyway, let's get to a position so I can start talking about this video I've been meaning to talk about for like the whole stream. I don't get easily distracted. You get easily distracted. You. Also, next I need to actually do the phase 2 things next, I think. Very nice. That's my viewing platform. So, fun fact, if you didn't know, this is where I used to record the Pat Ramble videos. I would just pop my view kind of over the place like this. Alright, let's leave it like that for now. I actually have my cursor as well. I'm going to disable my cursor. Oh, the Pat platform, exactly. The platform. Platform. Anyway, I'm going to play this video a little bit. I'm going to make it bigger and bigger. Yeah, because I want to just go quick, not reaction as such, but some bits I want to talk about in this video. I can actually turn the cursor, yeah, send the cursor with that one. Perfect. Because I just want to talk about a few different things. This is a good video. I will link it in chat because, you know, I do like it. Anyway, let's have a quick listen. It's not a full reaction, but I just want to...
Or does it feel like the internet is just getting angrier and angrier all the time? I feel like I can't even interact with the internet the way I used to because it just makes me so anxious all the time now. Everywhere I look, everyone's just fighting with each other. Everyone's attacking one another. You go to a TikTok video and people are all like, oh, why did you do stuff this way? Why did you do it that way? Why are you even filming this? What's going on? Like, it just feels like the fun of everything is kind of going away. Maybe that's just endemic of like the bubbles that I'm in. Maybe it's just endemic of the stuff that gets served to me, but algorithmically driven content just kind of drives everybody to anger all the time. Because
It definitely does. So this is the main thing I wanted to bring up from the video is the idea that anger spreads on social media or on any platform, like even in word of mouth and stuff. People who are angry are more likely to share that anger, either in frustration or for like validation, like, hey, I saw this today, wasn't it awful? And someone goes, oh, that was awful. So it's that sort of validation aspect of it. So you know, it's very well documented that anger does spread. Of all the emotions, anger is the most viral. And especially on these big platforms, you have a lot of the algorithms just focus on engagement. They don't focus on positive or negative. They just focus on, oh, you've commented on this video, or you, you know, you interact with this post. You spent more time looking at this post. You know, you spent maybe an average of 2 seconds on this one post, but then you looked at this post for about a minute. So the algorithm does not differentiate between positive interactions and negative interactions. So I think what he's saying here is very true, and it's particularly on the bigger platforms, things like Twitter, things like TikTok and YouTube, where things are more what's the word I'm looking for? Where the audiences are much bigger, it has much more. Not audience bigger. On these platforms that are already big, the effect of these viral videos, the rage bait videos, and that becomes a lot bigger. Like it just becomes a compounding factor where these videos get more attention, so they get shared more, which means they get more attention. And so a lot of these negative aspects, these anger videos and such, either intentionally or unintentionally do get shared. And that encourages people to share more of that content because they go, oh, this video of me, this video of me yelling at a video game, saying how bad it is and that sort of thing, or a movie might get more attention than a video where let's go, well, actually, I really loved this aspect of the movie. This is the framing of this shots here or something. They tend to get shared a lot less. Especially in like short form content where like things like TikTok and that are much more prevalent. Short form content needs to be snappy. It needs to be shareable, and something that makes someone angry or upset can be shared and interacted with on a lot more. Like I say, even rewatching videos, that sort of thing. Like, did they really say that, or did they really just say, that this happened? And the violence and the anger is becoming a lot more. It's not becoming more intense. It's just becoming more normalized, I think. There's one thing Jack doesn't really talk about in the video, I think, is the idea that people are very, what's the word I'm looking for? They're very set in their own view. And the idea of disagreeing with somebody, if you take the concept of somebody who's a vegan, somebody who says, you cannot eat meat because I think you shouldn't eat meat, therefore you shouldn't eat meat either. It might seem like a silly thing, and you see the videos of like the people getting angry at people eating meat at KFC or something, and you think, oh, that's silly. But then you see someone do the exact same thing with, with Harry Potter or something, where it's like, oh, this book is atrocious. The writer, it doesn't matter whether the views of the writer are good or not, but people will look at that and go, you're supporting this person's views. You're like, no, well, actually the book came out at a very, somebody who maybe their family gifted them the book. I personally read Harry Potter. I remember reading Harry Potter on Christmas. It was one of the few books I read, and it really meant a lot to me because it was one of those things where it could capture my imagination, that world, completely irrespective of the author. That world meant a lot to me as a kid growing up. And if I had shared that in some spaces online, people would immediately have been like, oh, well, you're still a bad person because you enjoyed those books. And it's like, well, no, the books have nothing to do with that person's views, but it becomes so polarizing that people will just become more angry, more virulent. Virulent? Is that the right word? Possibly. But that anger spreads a lot quicker and a lot more normal. I don't know. That's just one thing. I just feel like it's not that people are getting angry and sharing it more. It's just that people are getting more angry in general. They're becoming more polarizing. They're becoming more, you're either with me or against me. And I think that's a big problem, honestly. Anyway, let's keep listening to the video.
It's so much easier to be angry about stuff and hate each other than it is to do anything decent anymore. And maybe it's always been like that, but now is just the only time that I've started to see it. And maybe that's just me and my timelines and my algorithms and the things that I see from my perspective, but it just kind of seems like anywhere I turn on the internet now, if I spend any length of time on it, it just all seems so negative. It's just people throwing rocks at each other all the time. The internet was supposed to bring...
I think another point to make from this bit is the idea that it does... You can get caught in these negative loops, like I say. Even just like the algorithm will share posts that people like. But also, if you're engaging with more and more of these posts, it will show you more and more of these posts. So I think it's absolutely true that he is getting caught in these, whether it's from the creators he follows or whether it's just because of the platforms he's on. Being stuck in these negative spirals is absolutely a problem. I don't think it's a problem of there is no positive news. I think there is positive news. I just feel like it comes and goes so quickly and people are less... like, I don't know, there's less avenues to share it that don't get just completely drowned out. Again, it's like, it takes the Mr. Beast controversy. There's been many controversies, of course, but the idea that, he cured or gave sight to people who were vision impaired, people who were partially or like almost fully blind, he gives them to 1,000 people, and that's 1,000 people's life who's been changed for the better. More than 1,000, if you think of the families involved, the dads who can see the children who can see the parents. It's not just changing that one person; it's changing everyone around and attached to that person, changing thousands of lives. But it's seen as like, oh well, you're just making this for content, or the wells in Africa, that sort of thing, where people can take anything, no matter how positive or however it looks, and you can find a negative, and people will look for that negative thing because they want to have a popular opinion. They want to be able to say that, hey, saying Mr. Beast did a good thing here, irrespective of who Mr. Beast is as a person, this action of Mr. Beast is a good thing. That's a lot. That doesn't spread. That's not a viral take, as it were. And virality is seen as almost a milestone in social media nowadays, where it's like, if you're not going viral, if you're not following, if you don't have 10,000 followers or something, or you don't have 1,000 friends on Facebook, then something wrong with you. And that's been around for a long time. The idea of like Facebook friends, of Twitter followers, it's become almost a game in and of itself. I think that's a big problem.
Bring people together and do amazing things and connect the world, but all it's done is seem to highlight the problems more. You would think having so many people from so many diverse different backgrounds and cultures that would be able to all learn from each other, but it seems like people just double down and sit inside their bubbles and throw stones from there. And that's not even mentioning how much violence and war is going on right now. That seems to just entrench people more in their beliefs instead of reaching out and having a heart and being more open to things.
Yeah,
a lot of
definitely
people
true.
have been, and that's great to see, but by and large, these things just keep happening.
The vast majority, there's a war can happen, and people will literally just be like, well, how does that affect me? And that is a issue. There was a video I saw recently of a woman attacking a Greek restaurant by taking down the Greek flag because they thought it was a Palestine flag. And whether it was the Palestine flag or not, that is still an escalation of violence. It's not something where you go out and you say, oh, this person's in the wrong, I'm going to take almost vigilante justice into my own hands. That's not what you do. You sit down, you have a discussion. And I think this brings me on to another point, is that people don't really tend to... People go into these conversations, or they go into discussions not wanting to change. They want to change the other person, but they have no intention of changing their own view, of learning, of growing. I think that's something that's been lost over time, is that idea of you can learn something from anybody, whether it's somebody who shares your opinions or whether it's somebody who disagrees with you. You can learn something, whether it's a new fact, whether it's a new part of your opinion. Well, if you believe eating meat is wrong, why do you think that? And let's have a discussion about that. The idea of clean energy, the idea that, oh well, fossil fuels are destroying the planet. We live in a society that cannot function without fossil fuels currently. So if we were just to, tomorrow we make fossil fuels illegal, well, the flip side of that is we lose a lot of electricity. We lose a lot of things like computers and stuff that aren't necessary for work, for government infrastructure. They go. You cannot. You just have recreational electricity anymore. You can't create new green energy sources because they take a lot of upfront investment to make. So you can learn something even if you believe you have the right point of view. There's always something to learn, always something to gauge, maybe something you haven't considered. But I feel like a lot of internet discourse is about trying to change someone else's view, of winning some sort of argument, winning some sort of fight, that it just kind of gets lost in the discussion, in honest discussion. It just doesn't become a good faith discussion at that point.
Over and over again. And that's not even mentioning like politics making people so angry and entrenching them into their own beliefs further as well.
Yeah, politics comes back into the idea of I have my view and it's not changing.
It's really difficult
and also
for anybody to go onto the internet.
And also demonize. Sorry, I keep trying to press the space bar. It's not working. I'm not sure why. again, it swings back around to the idea of, I don't know what that noise was. It springs back to the idea of demonizing the opposing views, of saying that you are in the wrong. If you believe, if you're a Republican, you're evil because of this. If you're a Democrat, you're evil because of this. And taking these big, grand statements and boiling them down to one or two key points, whether it's political views, whether it's racial views, it is dehumanizing people by just making them statistics, by making them not an individual person, but rather part of a collective group that they do not choose to be part of. In all cases, like, you can choose your political view, but you can't choose your race. You can't choose, oh, hey, I want to be a black person or I want to be a white person. You are born into that. And there are things that can change. You could be born into a less affluent place and decide to move into more affluence, or get the opportunity to, or vice versa. You could be in an affluent place and go back to and say, actually, I want to move into these less affluent places to actually support them and to actually be part of that community. Anyway, I'm rambling about that part now.
Internet these days and just exist without being dragged into something that's going on. And I think the common denominator between all of these is people. And as generic as that sounds, that really is the humanity of it all. The lack of humanity.
The sharp edit here was that little sharp edit was quite nice, honestly. Just because it hits the point home. The fact that he's not really looking at the camera, it's slightly off-putting. I think that's what he was going for, though, is the idea that this gives you a bit of a behind-the-scenes look of what it is like to actually film this sort of stuff. It's a good edit.
In regards to some of it. And I think the most important thing to a lot of people, especially me, and especially the things that I've heard from my audience over the years, is mental health. And anybody that's watched me for any length of time knows just how important mental health is to me, because I've gone through my own struggles with mental health over the years and still struggle with my mental health all the time. I don't think it's something that you ever figure out and you ever get on top of, but you can definitely get better tools, get better help. And that's what I've been doing. I've been reaching out and getting help from a therapist for like 2 years now. I'm on medications for depression and anxiety to try and deal with my own mental health. So when people say that they're struggling and stuff helps them get through a hard time, I'm there with you. I know exactly what it takes, and I know how strong you need to be able to get over any of those obstacles. And I'm always trying to find ways to help, to progress things, to open.
I think that's another one. Good point, is the idea of mental health that being so important. It's something that has become a bit of a buzzword over time. But in the same way that physical health is important, mental health is important. It's just that simple. For what works for one person might not work for another person, whether it's medication, whether it's going to therapy. It might work for somebody, it won't work for another person. But being aware of your own mental health, of your own mental state. For example, my personal is I have anxiety. I have quite deep social anxiety. I don't take any medication for it. I don't go to therapy for it. I probably should do that, but I don't particularly have the financing for that or the drive, honestly. I actually have anxiety of going to a therapist because it's like, oh, that person, they say they won't be judging me, but I'll be judging myself through them. I'll be using their thoughts and opinions to judge myself. And I know that from experience. I will judge myself even when the other person isn't trying to judge me. Or I will just answer in ways that, like, oh, this is the expected way to answer, so I'll answer in this sense. But the idea of being aware of your own mental health, like I'm aware of my anxiety, and it doesn't control my life, but it is still a part of who I am. And I'm aware that I would not be the same person without this anxiety. I would be a completely different person. So I personally don't want to remove it. I'm anxious to remove my anxiety. But it's in the same way of if you have a physical health issue where, for example, let's say your muscles in your legs are atrophied, they're weaker than usual. you can go through sort of rehabilitation to get them back to where they used to be, back to that sort of stronger, more defined like muscles. That's a really bad analogy. Let's go for a different analogy. I'm trying to think where I left off now. On the physical health side, like imagine if you know that you have quite a severe, let's say quite a severe case. Maybe you have an amputated hand or something. You are using a prosthetic hand. You're aware of this, and you have to make ways around it. For example, maybe when you go to shower, you need to remove that prosthetic hand, and now you without that hand, or with glasses. If you wear glasses, which I do, as you can tell clearly, my glasses, I need to wear them to see my PC. I am very short-sighted. I cannot see my PC clearly without leaning in very closely without my glasses. And that presents challenges in daily life, from things that are really complicated to things where it's just like, oh, I can't go into a cold room. I can't go into a hot room after being out in the cold without my glasses fogging up, or things like that. Where it's like, it seems silly, but it's something you need to be aware of. Or like if I want to wear goggles or something, how do I wear them around my glasses? I need to be aware of it. It's the same thing with mental health, is what I'm trying to say. I am rambling too much around this topic, but the idea that being able to be aware of your own limitations of mental health, if you know that something is a trigger for you, I know trigger is a loaded word, but if something is going to upset you, making sure you're aware of that, so if it comes up, you can have maybe an exit plan or something, or you can have a support network in place to be able to deal with that concept. Anyway, I am rambling too much. Jack's going to start talking about his ideas. I think Jack, I'm going to let it play in a little bit, but the idea that he does a lot for charities, for Thankmas. Thankmas has become not a household name, but it's become very well known. It's become a yearly thing he does, and I think that's fantastic, honestly. I probably will end up cutting this bit out of the ramble video, because I do want to just like kind of let him do his talk. And if you are watching this on YouTube, do feel free to check out the link below for the full video for his Thankmas coming up this year, his plans, because I think they are a very positive effect. He wants to work with Samaritans, which I have had a friend use personally, and it was an important service, honestly. And I do like, not everyone can help out, but the people who can don't always. So the fact that Jack goes out of his way to help with these charities, to help with Thankmas, it's not something he has to do. And I really do appreciate him for, putting himself out there. Anyway, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out.
Open up the conversation to try and add funds to places that can help out, and trying to talk to the community all the time about mental health, and making sure that it's not something that kind of falls to the side. And I've done it my entire career, which is why this year for Thankmas, I've decided to partner with Crisis Text Line and Samaritans, who are two wonderful organizations that deal with people in times of crises and mental health struggles, to try and get them through tough times. In 2023, Samaritans and Crisis Text Line volunteers spent more than 1.4 million hours answering calls and texts for help. Samaritans answers a call for help every 10 seconds, and since its launch, Crisis Text Line has supported over 10 million conversations in the United States, more than 3,500 daily. I think we all kind of like know in the back of our heads that people are suffering and people are going through this stuff, but I feel like it's time to bring it to the forefront, to actually verbalize it, to talk about it, to confront it, and try and help however we can. According to the CDC, suicide is a leading cause of death in the US and affects people of all ages. Suicide was responsible for one death every 11 minutes in 2022 in the US. And it's not just in America either.
Every 90 minutes, someone in the UK or Ireland takes their own life as well. That alone is the biggest killer of young people under 25 and middle-aged
Absolutely,
men.
yeah.
According to the World Health Organization,
It is
more
a
than
growing
1 billion
problem.
people
It
are
is a
living
massive
with
growing
mental
problem.
health challenges of all varying degrees. That's like an eighth of the planet.
According to the notes that I have here, in 2023, the US Surgeon General declared a national loneliness and social isolation epidemic throughout the country. And that's just in America. I'm sure that it's being felt everywhere. About half of US adults are experiencing considerable levels of loneliness. And unfortunately, with that loneliness comes darker thoughts and depression. And being isolated from people is just not healthy for our brains. We're creatures that are designed to go out and interact with other people.
Yep, we are a
And
social
when
creature.
our only means
We're
of doing
designed
that
to work
sometimes is
together.
through the internet, it can be really bad. I've lived quite a huge amount of my career just being online, and I can tell you that it's made me angrier and sadder and made me feel even more alone than if I were out interacting with people. And that's not always easy.
I think I just want to add my bit here, 'cause, this is my ramble, is that for me, the internet it's been a mixed bag where I have been extremely isolated in my life. I have had very few close friends. I have, maybe the internet has caused me to not actually want to go out and meet people. But without the internet, I would almost be a hermit. I would never have managed to gain the social skills I have, the social confidence, which isn't a lot, but I never would have even got that far without the internet, without, VTubing, without meeting people, playing on World of Warcraft. I still really struggle talking in voice chat with people who I've raided with for like 2 or 3 years, just because I'm very socially anxious about that sort of thing. But for me, the internet has given me an opportunity to slowly, and it has been slow, improve my skills to actually know people and get to know people a bit closer. I have friends I have met through the internet, my friends on the internet are still quite a small handful, but they are more than the friends I have in real life. And like I say, that is partly because I am extremely introverted. I'm a very social anxious person. When it comes down to it, I really do struggle with that. I'm going in a circle there. But it's not always a bad thing. Like I say, the internet is a good space. I think. That's my take, is the internet is a good space. It's not perfect for everybody, but it is good for me.
But it's something that I feel like we need to talk about and open up the discussion to and help people who can't help themselves. The point of this video that I'm trying to make is that community is key to all of this. Community and the humanity behind it, because as easy as it is to drum up hate and drum up negativity together, it's also quite possible to do amazing things together, as we have proven with Thankmas countless times at this point. It's probably not countless. We can count how many times we've done Thankmas. To date, Thankmas has raised $26 million over all the Thankmases we've done, and that's only possible by community coming together. 2 years ago we raised $10 million, last year we raised $6 million, and this year we're hoping to try and raise $6 million again. I know that's a huge amount of money to try and raise, but Thankmas has been capable in the past. We're going to try again. With the money that we're raising this year, we're helping to train 9,000 new volunteers across both organizations. They can invest in hardware and software to help expand and enhance.
I do
the
like how
digital
he
reach of these
explicitly
programs,
says
since
what they
reaching
want to
people online,
help.
chat and
That's,
text is paramount. A lot of people sometimes don't even want to call.
That's
in.
often
Text
overlooked.
is
People
all
like,
they can
we
do.
want to
So
raise this
helping
money, but
build
not
out the
with an actual goal for what the money's
infrastructures
being
for
used
those
for.
types of
So
things
it's
to be
really
able to
nice to see
help more
this.
people is really important. Doing something like this also helps an incredible amount of awareness every time. That's sort of the hidden metric that never gets talked about with Thankmas, is that not only are we raising money that can go into these organizations, but the awareness that we're helping raise as well is huge, because more people get involved, more organizations get to know, and it kind of persists.
Again, awareness
throughout
is one
the
of
next
those
few
key
years.
buzzwords,
And
but it
with
is
this
awareness
and
is really
this help,
important.
we can help up to 2 million new people. 2 million new people. Not even the people that they're helping already. 2 million new people will be able to get help each year with this money raised. So like last year, we're doing Thankmas live again. We're going to be in the Orpheum Theatre again, same place as last year, but we're selling even more tickets this time. Last year we sold just half the theatre twice, so this time we're doing the entire theatre. Tickets are going to be for sale now. All of the information is going to be in the description. It's going to be on December 6th. This year, that's when the event is going to be happening. It's also
That
going
font
to be
choice is
streamed live on
so
my channel. You can still watch it. You can still
wibbly
help out,
wobbly.
and I think it's
I
going to
didn't
be
notice
an
that before.
incredible event. Last year was amazing, being able to do it in person. I can't believe how well all of that went, considering all the moving parts that were in it. But I'm really excited to do it again this year in person and just embrace the community. Seeing people come together in a room, not like that, chanting together, raising awareness together.
I think that's the
yelling,
first joke he played in the
screaming, being
video.
positive and doing something and putting our stamp on that day.
He's a lot more
I think
animated
it's
now.
huge.
I'm
So tickets are for sale
glad
now.
for him.
Go get them. I'm excited. I think seeing that amount of people come together and talk about mental health will create a sense of openness and vulnerability that will allow people to be able to open up more. And let's face it, losing up to 700,000 people each year is just completely unacceptable. If it's something that we can help with, if it's something that we can drive our community and our positivity towards to try and make a difference. So please tune in for Thankmas this year, December 6th. It's still a little bit away, but that's why I'm announcing it soon so we can keep selling tickets. Go get your tickets now. I would love to see you guys in person. The energy last year was electric and it's going to be really fun. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you there.
There we go. Just knocked something on the floor. But yeah, I think that's it's a really good video by Jack there. It could have been more in depth, but I think it was just to kind of share his headspace at the moment and to kind of share what he's what he's aiming to do for the rest of the year for this Thankmas. But I think it brings us some really good points, and something that is very easy to forget when you're in the moment is not letting that negativity overwhelm you, to not just focus on that, and to actually see, well, what is my engagement, what is this algorithm showing me, and do I enjoy this, do I want to be taking part in this. I think it's a really powerful message of being aware of what you're sharing, of how you're engaging, what you're spending your time on at the end of the day. And I don't know, it just really hit a chord with me, and I wanted to share this video basically to share my thoughts. And I guess the TLDR is that I do think the anger and the violence is getting more heated, but that is on and offline. I think offline just allows for more interaction. I think anger is just becoming more prevalent in society as a whole, and we need to be aware of that. But at the same time, I think the internet is a really positive space still, especially for me. I've gotten so much out of the internet that I wouldn't have otherwise, and it's slow. It's a slow process for me, but it's still going. Anyway, thank you for the ramble for today. This has been a long ramble. I'm going to have to cut some of this out, I think. But yeah, I will leave that ramble there. End the video. Don't forget to check the Jack's video in the comments below, in the description below, I should say. And thank you for listening. Right, I'm going to edit that into a little video. I'm going to have to cut a lot of that out, I think, because I do ramble in circles. And this, you can see, I have to record. This is how I record the rambles, is because I end up recording for like 20 minutes and then cutting down to like 5. Just because I say so many things over and over again. But that'll do for now. I think I might end the stream here though, because it is late and I need to edit that video. That was dumb. Yeah, if anyone is still lurking here, thank you so much, honestly. I'm going to save here. Let me see. I haven't raided anyone in so long. I don't know if there's anyone online to raid right now. I'll have a quick look though. Oh, I know who we can go to. Gonna go to a guy called Driss the Goblin. Lovely little guy. There we go. Lovely little bloke. He's a lovely goblin. For those who are familiar with the people in chat and stuff, this model is made by Moss, I believe. Lovely little thing. I'm going to open the stream so I can actually see him when we go to raid. But he's playing Fallout 4, doing a DLC thing, so I will send you over to him. Have a lovely rest of your day. Oh, I've got an advert, so I'll wait for the advert to play. Yeah, he's a very animated bloke, really lovely line. So I'm going to send you guys off, I think. No, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Bye now. That's the wrong text.